What's good? I think we are live. You guys let me know if this microphone is coming in too loud, if it's scratchy, if it's overbearing, because I can go out, come back in. This is how we do it. What up, Dalton in the building? What's good? Let me go over here to Facebook real quick and get this side going. And now StreamYard even tells us, hey, go over to Facebook and make it right. So I'm glad StreamYard figured it out. Maybe they always did, and I just paid attention to it today. But I've been doing this for a while. All right, there we go. We in. My man Kev, Roxy, Dalton, time to wake up. Everybody's already in the building. I'm glad you guys got here early, and welcome to the first edition of Contractor's Corner. We're going to start talking about things that make contractors really contractors. We got a lot of people in the industry that are employee minded. They don't quite know what being a contractor is. That's cool. That's why we're here. We're here to educate. We're here to inspire you to be better. That's it. What up, Triple EAZ, my man Dennis? What's good, Dash and Viper? And, you know, today I got my little trusty list with me today because we're going to go over some hot topics. And with Contractor's Corner, I don't want to make it a 3-4 hour live stream. Because what I'm doing is I'm making my live streams 3-4 hours, and then I'm going through and I'm cutting stuff out, and I'm putting it back online as a video, and not as many people are watching it. So I'm spending 2-3 hours too much on live streams, and I could be out making money doing things. So I'm gonna narrow these down to about an hour, as close as I can get. Sometimes it might be an hour and a half, but I want to make sure that we are really focusing on contract work, because today, and even though I had something going on, I already knew that there were people out there in the rideshare industry that think we're employees. And my number one topic right here is ironic, because it talks about how our riders or customers in the rideshare industry, does Uber own those people? Does Lyft own those people? So we got people in the Hum group, and they're like, oh man, we shouldn't be converting people. Those are Uber customers. Those aren't our customers. Those are Uber customers. So can an Uber customer use Lyft? Because remember, David Risher once said, if we can't find the person to schedule a ride on Lyft, we'll get them over there to Lyft. We'll get them over to Uber, and we'll even pay you. So what up, Robert Reese? So I'm thinking, if Lyft and Uber are exchanging customers back and forth, then neither one of them own, because they're corporate people who really know what a free market is. They know what competition and free market is. So for people to sit up there and believe that Uber and Lyft has these people on their platforms, but they can't use the bus, they can't use a train, they can't use a taxi, they can't use a private driver. That's what they're thinking, that these people are only Uber and Lyft clients because they have Uber and Lyft on their phone. They can't use any other transportation service. This is what a few people are saying when they're calling in the Hum, because they know people at Hum, we convert riders into our own private clients. That's what we do. So because we're converting them and turning them into true transportation people, when they want to ride somewhere, they either contact Uber, they contact Lyft, they contact a taxi, they take a bus, or they contact us, because now they know we exist. We are a part of the free market. Anybody who's a contractor knows we are a part of the free market. If you don't know what free market is or free competition, and you're too employee brained, then of course you're going to think Uber owns anybody who downloads the Uber app. That's what you're indoctrinated to think as an employee. If you download the Uber app, then Uber now owns you. You are an Uber customer, and I can't talk to you no more because you already downloaded the app to your phone. If you download Lyft, you're a Lyft customer now. I can't talk to you no more because you downloaded Lyft. I can't talk to you. Or if you have a bus pass, oh my God, you got a bus pass now. I can't talk to you because you're a bus customer. You got a bus pass. This is really how some people think. And that's why I wanted to make sure I had Contractor's Corner coming out in June, and I've planned on this already. And that's why I had to hit June the 1st. So if people are saying that they believe that people who download the Uber app or download the Lyft app, you're automatically an Uber customer or a Lyft customer, we can't talk to you, those people should not be involved in the rideshare industry, because they're employees. They need to go to a W-2, which is totally fine. I'm trying to get people to even go to W-2s because they're struggling with rideshare. We all are struggling with rideshare. I think I've done maybe 2 or 3 rides on rideshare all weekend, and I had amazing days with private clients. I mean, I was doing $65 trips. That was, 4 miles. Last night I did a $220 trip, 220 round trip, and it took 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes. And it was only, I think it was something like 17 miles or something. I don't even remember. Maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was like 30. It was like 30, 35 miles. That's right. Because it was about 15 something miles one way. So it was about 36, 37 miles total, 50 minutes. And I got paid $220. We don't get that kind of pay on the app. That's contractor pay. We don't get that on the apps. So when I tell people I make $200 an hour and they don't believe it, and I show them and they go, oh, well, damn, because they're employee minded, not contractor minded. So I got to start Contractor's Corner to show you how to contract your time, how to make your investment in your vehicle and your fuel and your repairs. And all. We have to show people that we are worth it. When I'm picking up people from the airport last minute and they're dumping $65 on me to go 4 or 5 miles. Here you go. The app wouldn't pay me that. The app would give me like $8. Contractor, I'm getting $65 for it. There's a way to do it. Last night, I had a Lyft Black SUV ride last night. It was $19. Follow me on this one. This is what contractors do. Follow me on this one. It was $19. So these guys were at a wedding reception. So they get black SUV because they want to load some stuff into the SUV. They only got to go a half mile. That's it. A half mile from the wedding reception to their house. That's as far as they got to go. I show up. I find out it's the bride and the groom. Oh shit, it's the bride and the groom. Okay. So I'm sitting there chatting with the bride and the groom and we're like having a conversation. They're like, hey, we got a lot of stuff that we got to load up because they got gifts and stuff like that. Wedding gowns, you know, tuxedo jackets and all that. So I park the truck, pop the trunk. I get out. I'm not doing Uber and Lyft at this point. Even though I'm on Lyft Black SUV, I go into contractor mode. I move right into contractor mode. I get out the car. Now I'm doing what I do now for my private clients. I get out the car. I'm start carrying. I walk in. I'm joking with people. I'm like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late to the wedding. And everybody's like cracking up, laughing or whatever. It's like, oh, he's our driver. And I'm helping get gifts and I'm moving stuff back and forth, chatting with people. I'm like, hey, did anybody here, you know, are we going to have another wedding in a few weeks or what? Anybody here fall in love? And everybody's like, kind of, no, we'll know in 2 years. They're just laughing and everything. So I get everything to the car. That $19 ride turned into $63 by the time I was done. And it only took me like, I think 11 minutes total, maybe. I don't know, 11 minutes. I got paid $63 for 11 minutes going a half of a mile. It took me 3 miles to get to them and then a half mile. So 3.5 miles, I got $63 for 11 minutes of my time. That was it. Total time from beginning to end, 11 minutes. This is how contractors work. A Lyft driver or Uber driver would have showed up. No, I got other rides I got to do. I can't wait. I got to go. I can't get out the car. I can't carry nothing. And some of you contractors or drivers out there, I understand why you took the job. You took the job because you didn't want to do something that was physical. You wanted to sit in your seat, drive around, pick people up, basically be a bus driver. You didn't want to get out and help nobody. Well, I don't want to get out of my car. When I get in, I get in and out at home. I only get out to use the bathroom. I don't get out of my car. Those are not contractors. Those are true drivers. They're drivers. I'm a contractor. So when I tell people I make $200 an hour, sometimes I make $400 an hour. I've made $500 an hour before as a contractor. I don't get paid that much as an accountant with a degree. Some guy in the comments told me, how come you don't do an accounting with your degree? You don't do accounting with your degree. I'm like, bro, that was 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago when I got my degree. What are you talking about? I don't do accounting with my degree. That was 25, 30. I've done accounting for over 25, 30 years. Oh, you got a degree, but you don't do accounting with it. Man, you already missed that boat. We left the dock a long time ago. That was 25, 30 years ago. I've been doing accounting. I'm over that. I'm over it. You late. You real late. You 2025 late. I got in college in 1991. You talking about 2025. I don't use my degree, bro. You late. You don't use a degree. Now I use my degree to be more intelligent to run my own business. See, I ran other business for other people with my degree and I learned how business works. Now I do my own. Now I'm making $400 an hour, $200 an hour. That's what I do on my own. As an accountant, I'm making 30, 35, 40 maybe an hour, sometimes 50 an hour as an accountant. I'm 4Xing that on my own. Not only that, I'm using my business to do mechanic work. People see I can make $1,000 a day doing mechanic work. Well, why don't you just do mechanic work? Because I don't want to do mechanic work. I want to do what I want to do. So I wake up and I do what I want to do. If I feel like working on a car today, I'll work on one today. If I want to do a $220 for 50-minute ride, I'm going to do a $220 for 50-minute ride. This is my world. When you're a contractor, it is your world. You are not an employee. We have a lot of people trapped in that employee mind. I did a short yesterday. My man Sonny, he dropped some knowledge and I put it on a short. It was amazing contractor knowledge, which was already in line with how I was going to run this channel. The universe lines up 11-11. So I'm sitting there like, man, this dude, he dropped exactly what I was already writing in notes. And it's like I said, energy travels. This channel is a huge energy synergy travel. We got a collective conscious on this channel being independent contractors. And I'm like, I had to pin that comment. Then I had to make a video about it because it was just that good. It was that good. And I'm like, this is how people should think as a contractor. Stop thinking as an employee and letting people tell you you're worth $18 an hour. You're worth $22 an hour. If you want to be that, you need to go to a W-2. Go to a W-2. It's fine. It's totally fine. I worked a W-2 most of my life, like 80% of my life probably. So a W-2 is fine. But if that's the mindset you got, you need to go back to it. This is contracting now. This is independent contract. This is you stating your own value now. But it's too many people out there. They still trapped in that employee mindset in a contractor's world. And it's not going to work right. It's like you're trying to mesh vinegar and oil and water. It's not going to work. You got W-2 people trying to mix with us and we're oil, they're water. And we're like, and that's why the industry don't pay shit, because you got water brain people and an oil brain, well-oiled machine. We're trying to do this and you got water brains out there. Well, I'm going to just I'm going to have a high AR and I'm going to keep taking rides. And I'm like, no, when I take a ride, it's got to be like, double digits, right off the bat, double digits. If it's single digits, I don't want to mess with it. I don't, because I've done that before in the past and it didn't come out right. So I've learned through being a contractor, do not do single digit rides, because that's those are Waymo rides. Those are driverless car rides. Those are not for us. We can't make a living off of single digit rides. Can't do it. Double digits, I'm all about it. If it's single digit, you need to convert that to a double digit. That's what we do as contractors. Oh man, I got a $9 ride, turn it to 20. I got a $7 ride, turn it to 15. That's what we do. Don't take the 7. Talk to the people. Let them know. I got videos all on my channel showing you how to talk to the people. Let them know how to get your money. When I'm out cruising, I dropped a video the other day, $23 ride, $23. 6 miles to get to them. The people had the wrong address. $23 ride. I turned it to a $60 ride from 23, and it was already double digit. I just multiplied it by 3. That's all. We out here contracting. We out here making money. I'll do the ride for you, no problem, but I'm not going to do it for $23. How much? Tell you what, $60. All right, bet. $60 is fair enough. I didn't even ask them how much they paid, because that don't matter to me. I know how much I want. They could have paid 40. I don't know. They could have paid 30. I don't know. I just said 60 and they said good. I ran with it. What up, Greg? And that's how we contract. And I'm trying to teach people that and be bold in your contracting. Don't be scared. Like I said on that hum call, and the guy, oh man, we can't be taking Uber clients. These are Uber customers. And I'm thinking, is this an Uber employee on our phone line? Is he an Uber employee? You guys can't be doing that. These are Uber customers. So you telling me if I go to Walmart, because I got the Walmart app on my phone, I can no longer shop at Target now? If I order from Domino's Pizza, I can't no longer eat Pizza Hut no more because I got Domino's Pizza on my phone now? Everybody has a right to use whatever services they want to use out there. It's called free market, capitalism, free enterprise. Use whatever you want to use. And I'm sitting there going, if you're trapped into this realm of you believing somebody's a customer of that just because they downloaded to their app, you're in the wrong industry. Because now you got to go around hey, what app you got on your phone? Uber. Oh, I can't talk to you. You're an Uber customer. Oh, I got Walmart on my phone. Oh, well, I'm actually a Target. I can't talk to you because you got a Walmart app on your phone. I do not understand the short bus mentality of those people. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But that was my first topic right there, talking about Uber clients, Lyft clients. Can they use taxis? Can they use a bus? They can use whatever they want to use. They can use me. If they text me, hey, Jeff, Hey man, I got 2 or 3 people. Oh, do you got Uber on your phone? Yeah, well, you're an Uber customer, man. I can't come pick you up. You got Uber on your phone. They'll be like, is this Jeff? Yeah, man, but some dude today was on our phone call and he told us that you guys are Uber customers. We can't be converting you guys because you guys are Uber customers because you got Uber on your phone. That's why I tell you on these videos, watch who you listen to. There are real idiots out there in this world. Watch who you listen to. When you listen to people who are like that, you end up in the same boat they in, and you may not want to end up in that boat. You listen to people who out there making money, trust me, you're going to end up making money because that's what we do. I've had 2 over $400 days this week, and they've been private, not even a lot of app rides. One day was about 200 some in apps, but it was about 220, 240 in private rides. The other day, I think I did like 80 or 90 in apps, and I did over 300 in just private rides. $80, $90 on the app. That's all I can make on a Saturday. 80, 90 bucks on an app on a Saturday. And all the rest of my money came from private rides. Then I did contract work, made a couple of grand doing contract work over the past couple of weeks. Couple of grand doing contract work on cars and everything. There's a way to make money out here. Being a slave on these apps is not how you're going to do it. You can't do it. But this is Contractor's Corner. And what? We 15 minutes into the game. I'm going to go to my next topic because I'm going to let you guys know how to actually make money. So for my next topic, now I can clip the first stuff out, whatever. But this topic is about investing money to make money. Like people say when we was young, you got to spend money to make money. Anybody out there not looking to spend money, they're employee brain. They just want to show up, interview, and use your water fountain. They don't want to invest into a company. They don't want to buy a car. They don't want to buy clothes. They don't want to, invest in tools. These are employees. I want to do an interview and work for you. How much you going to be willing to pay me? What's up, Lisa? And I'm not an employee brain person. I'm an investor. How much do I got to spend to make X amount of dollars to get a return on my investment? How much do I got to spend? That's the way I think. When I want to make money the other day, I had to go buy 2 tools the other day. Cost me $30. $30 to buy 2 tools. But I made $400 with the job. That's the trick. I made $400 with the job, but I didn't have the right tools. And I was like, I said, you got to be kidding me. I got all the way into where I needed to be, and I didn't have the 2 tools or the 1 tool. I just got 1 in millimeter. I got 1 in metric and 1 in standard to make 100% sure I didn't have any play. So I had to go spend $30. I had to leave everything, push everything into the garage, run down to AutoZone. First, I went to Advance. They didn't have it. No, we don't carry that. Went over to AutoZone. Bam. I said, give me 1 in metric, 1 in standard, because I don't know which one I'm going to need. So I ended up getting them, finished the job off. I spent $30 to make $400. Invest money to make money. There's not people out there willing to invest money to make money. They are employee brain. They're not investors. They're not business capitalists. They're not entrepreneurs. They think they are. I'm an entrepreneur because I want to make money. Everybody wants to make money, but that don't make them an entrepreneur. What makes you an entrepreneur is when you do what it takes to make it. If it takes you 20 hours to stay awake to come up with a business plan, you're going to get a return on that 20 hours. You're going to come back, hey man, all right, Lisa, you're going to come back and be like, I need to get, $70, $80 so I can go do this. I got to go get these magnets made for my car. That $70, $80 is going to turn into about $3,000 or $4,000 worth of business for you because you spent $70, $80 on magnets for your car. I even talk about that on here. Sponsorship, gear, signage, cars. You put magnets on your car with your phone number and you go sit by a bar, you go sit by an event, you sit by anywhere with magnets on your car. On the spot rides, cash rides, private rides, and you put your phone number, guarantee somebody gonna call you from across the street. Hey man, I think we're across the street from you. Do you do private rides? Yeah. Is there any way you could take us? Like we only got to go 10 miles. Oh, sure. Okay, we'll walk across the street. Cash App, Venmo, Square, put all that shit on. Back of my truck, I got a big old Square thing, Square. People talk to me all the time. Oh man, if you use Square, I use company credit cards. All right, perfect. I use Square. I'll show y'all my Square account all the time on live streams. I run Square. That's money right there. Square takes a little cut. It's a less cut to use Square than it is to use Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft will take $40, $50. Square takes $4. And I get all the money with Square. But I'm investing $4 into that transaction. I give Square $4 and Square turns around and gives me $80. On Uber, I would probably get $35 to $40. That's it. And people, well, I don't want to pay for no app like Hum because I got to pay $1 a day. You pay $1 a day. You run everything on Square. You get 100% of the money, and you giving Square $3, $4, $2. That's all you're giving them. That's it. With Uber, you're giving them 35, 16, 9, 7, 22. At the end of the day, you've paid about $200 into the Uber system. And you got them, but you don't even see it. It's phantom money. It's phantom. You done gave them about $100-$200. And on Square, you'd have got paid double, plus gave them just a commission for being a merchant. Just that's my investment for the day. I'm paying Square for the day. 2% plus $3 or whatever they call it, $2 and 4%. I don't know what the deal is. It's not a whole lot. It's the cost of doing business. If Square goes into the ground, I go into the ground. So Square, take whatever cut you need to take, the little $2, $3, take it, stay in business because I need you to be in business so I can do business. That's how independent contractors work. What up, Dims? And so, and for sponsorships, I'm going to tell you guys as independent contractors, this is Contractor's Corner. For sponsorships, what I need you guys to do is to go to places like restaurants. Go to small mom and pop business. Contractor's Corner is going to give you some information you need. You need to go out there, get coupons from these places, and tell these people, is there any way I can be on an affiliate program? Can I be on an affiliate program if I can help bring you some customers? Because I'm out driving people all day. I'm on all parts of the town all day. See, Uber and Lyft is making money off of you driving around because they're selling data to all of these restaurants and all of these businesses. They're selling data. So instead of you being sold like a slave, you're going around saying, I want to be paid for creating commerce. Go say, you got any coupons here? Can I get a coupon code? Can I do this? What can I do to help you get more business so I can get a small percentage of something? Even if it's an extra $40 a week, that's $160 a month. That's my internet and phone plan. So this place can pay for my internet and my phone plan at $40 a week. Now you do that with 10 different companies. You at $400 a week. You at $1,600 a month. That covers my mortgage now. And I'm just out getting coupons. I'm asking small businesses. I'm asking bars and restaurants. Hey, is there any way I can get involved? $40 a week, 7 days. That's about a little more than $5 a day you making off a restaurant. A restaurant giving you $5 a day. That's all they giving you. This whole restaurant giving you $5 a day. But you got 10 restaurants doing it, so you're up to $50 a day, $350 a week. $350 a week. You got 10 restaurants you're running coupons around for at a rate of $5 a day. $1,500 a month pays for my mortgage. And you out driving around anyways. You just getting Uber the money right now. Uber's selling the data when you could be doing it. So if you don't got your magnets, you ain't out talking about getting sponsorships and affiliate programs with coupons and stuff like that, you might not be maximizing your money out there. Try to maximize it. There's certain companies right now in my phone I'm talking to right now, and we're thinking about doing some deals here at Mic Drop Barbecue because they want to be sponsors in it. We're working through some numbers right now, through some liability issues and stuff like that, because I want to make sure that they're on the up and up. Because I don't just let anybody put their shit on my channel. If you're on the up and up, I'm willing to put you on there. So you guys as independent contractors do the exact same thing I'm doing. I'm just doing it online. You can do it in the real world. It's Contractor's Corner. Go out there and get that money. Because if you're just sitting around letting Uber get it, that's on you when you know the money's out there, but you not getting it. That's on you. Now I'm putting that on you. Oh, Jeff, man, I ain't making no money, man. I'm like, you out trying to get money. You out, talking to restaurants. You talking to bars, small mom and pops, hair shops, barbershops. Talk to a barbershop. Hey, man, if you want to get some extra clientele, give me a stack of cards, man. And this is what I do, man. For $5 a day, I'll give out your cards, man, for this week. Just give me $35 this week. $35. I'll end up giving out your cards to everybody I wrote. I'll put your cards in cars when I go places, stuff like that. $5 a day. Okay, cool. Now do it for 10 other people. You up to $50 a day. You do that for 30 days. That's $1,500 a month. Your house is now paid for by everybody you giving out business cards for, and you ain't doing a damn ride. You ain't doing a ride. You getting your house covered by you giving out cards at $5 a day for 10 different people. You're already driving anyways. Make money. Make money. What are you doing? You're sitting in parking lots twiddling your thumb. Listen to these idiots saying these are Uber clients. Uber. No, get money. You're already outside. You're already out there. But it's like when people wonder, man, Jeff, how you doing this, man? Dude, I don't stop. I'm an accountant. I did business for other people for a long time. So when I look at my bank account, I need my bank account to look like the bank accounts I used to reconcile. I can't reconcile somebody's bank account as an accountant knowing mine is in the negative. I'm not going to keep your company running right. I'm not going to have your bank accounts reconciled to the penny, looking good. 40,000 in this account, 30,000, 120,000, 2.6 million in this account, and my account is $800. What kind of accounting is that? I got $800. I'm doing business for you. I got $800. No, I need my account to say 20, 40, 60,000. I need my account up there too. I want to reconcile my bank account so it looks like the ones I'm working with. That's how I operate. If I can help you make the money, then I can make the money. All y'all out there need to realize we are already in the streets already. When I said I'm going to create Contractor's Corner and I'm going to give y'all an hour worth of dope ass game, I ain't lying. I tell you what, this is today is the first. It's the first, and I'm about to pay my June bills right now. I'm gonna show y'all something, and this is not up. Damn it, I turned my phone off earlier. I totally forgot. I turned my phone off earlier because it was getting kind of hot. So I turned it off and let it reset. So, but I'm on, like I said, and this is not even the stuff that I do outside of anything that's digital. Anything that's digital goes to my bank account. Anything that's not digital, that's real world, I keep it out of my bank. I don't put it in my bank. So when I tell y'all everything I'm telling y'all right here on Contractor's Corner, the series I'm going to be running is how I get money. You can listen to people talking to you, telling you, don't try to convert no rides. Or you listen to somebody that says, man, this is what I'm doing. This is what works for me. It works for me. Now, when I haven't done a lot of live streams because YouTube don't pay me as better as me being out in the streets. I do love y'all and I do want to chat with y'all and talk with y'all and do things with y'all, but I make more money out in the street than I make sitting on this internet. That's just me being 100. I ain't gonna lie to y'all for nothing. So when I'm sitting on the internet, I get like $13 a day, $20 a day. I make $60 in 11 minutes out in the real world. So I'm gonna sit here in a 24-hour period waiting on $18 in 24 hours sitting on YouTube. I don't do YouTube like that. I'm a smart business person. And people think YouTube pays a lot. YouTube don't pay shit at the level I'm at. I make more money out there, way more money. I can make in 1 month of YouTube, I can make that shit in 1 day in my real world. And I do it all the time. It takes me 30 days to make this on YouTube. I can make that shit in like 1 day outside. So trust me when I tell y'all, I want to hang with y'all all the time and do shit with y'all, but it just don't pay like that. It don't pay. But I'm trying to show y'all like, because what I want to do is, and I haven't shown a lot of what I'm doing a lot in my bank and stuff like that, but I got bills to pay. I got things that I got to deal with. So after me busting my ass, but now last month, I ended my month round about, I think I had about 17 grand after last month. That was it. This month, I busted my ass. I didn't fuck with YouTube. I did not fuck with YouTube that much. I didn't do a lot of live streams because I needed to be outside. I tell you, I make a lot of money outside. I'm cool. I thank you guys for the super chats. And I'm working on a video right now about people who have supported me through Cash App and Venmo doing stuff. I'm making that video now. But I appreciate you guys for supporting the content, supporting the channel, keeping this going. But this is when I say listen to people who are out there doing it. This is really like, wait a minute. I'm trying to see something. So this is after me busting my ass all month. This is what I end up sitting on at the end of the month. Now remember, about a month ago, I had about 4 grand less than that. I had about 4 G's less than that about a month ago. I busted my ass. This is all profits, all profits. This not even counting the cash I've made. This is just digital money. This is just what's sitting in the bank. That's it. I only got about 5 grand worth of bills each month. So I pay about 5G. So this is going to drop to about probably 15 in the next 14 days. This will drop to about 15 if I ain't making no more money. But if I can make another 6,000-7,000, that goes to about 27,000. Therefore, for the month, it's a free month. And that's not even counting, like I said, the cash that I'm making out there doing it. I'm giving y'all free game on the Contractor's Corner. I'm not walking around with no $1,000 bank account, no $800 bank account. If I say get yourself a cushion, get yourself a cushion. Push, 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 push. Give yourself some leeway, some breathing room. If I don't want to work today, I don't work today. Whenever I do a lot of live streams and I'm sitting on these live streams for 3 hours a day and I'm doing that shit all month, I don't end up with no money. And I'm telling y'all this shit because y'all need to understand we got a lot of people out there trying to quit work just so they can do YouTube. YouTube don't pay me shit. It really don't. I love working on YouTube because I can mesh with y'all and I can wrap it up with y'all. But my money is out that door. My money is when I'm texting people, when I got clients hitting me up. My money is when I'm doing business. That's my money. Sitting on the internet is not my money. Right? I'm not at that level right now. I'm not a big YouTuber that's getting a $30,000, $40,000 check every month. No, this shit don't pay me. So I'm still at a level where I can give you guys the gains that I get to make sure my bank account looks like the accounts I used to reconcile. I don't want to be sitting on no $1,000 to my name. We're businesses. We're independent contractors. I don't want Uber taking all the money. I don't even drive. I'm going to show you. This is what I drove on Uber in the past month. So when I tell you I don't want Uber to take my money, this is me busting my ass in the street. This is what I drove Uber all last week. This is the week before that. 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 Hold up. So I don't give all my time, effort, and energy to apps that don't pay me. I don't do that. And I'll show you what I do on Lyft. Let me open Lyft. See something. This is Lyft so far. This week I did a $17 ride. It was airport. It was $17, like just right up to the airport. Easy. Last week, all last week was, oh, that's day. Hold up. Okay, all last week, I worked a total of 8 hours and 20 minutes. So 8 hours and 20 minutes is what I made that. 8 hours and 20 minutes. So roughly about $50 an hour. $50 an hour. Now I can make $200 an hour doing my own thing. So for me to work the apps is me demoting myself. I demote myself when I'm driving on these apps. I'm giving myself a demotion every time I crank these apps up. The week before that was about $479 and I worked 8 hours and 3 minutes. So it's almost like I'm working 8 hours a week on the app. That's all I can work. The week before that was $584 and I worked 9 hours and 10 minutes. So as you can see, I don't spend my time on the apps. I spend my time away from giving all my time, effort, money, energy to these apps. No, I make money through contracting. I make money through talking to people. I did a ride yesterday. Let me open this up real quick. Let me show you guys what I did yesterday. Wait a minute. And I'm going to show you, and this is just real quick because I could put this on a video to make it look a lot better, a lot easier. But this was one ride. This was one ride that was approximately, like I said, 35 miles. It took me 50 minutes. And as you can see, I got $100 here and $120 there. That was the to trip and the return trip. I got $100 to 25 minutes and $100 in 25 minutes. And I got $120 for the 25 minutes back. So that's 50 minutes, over $200. This is how I work when I'm not on the apps. When I'm on the apps, I demote myself. I say, you know what? Let me go ahead and drive on these ragged ass apps for today, man. I ain't got no clients hitting me up. Let me get on these ragged ass apps and see what I do. No. When you got to go out there and contract, these customers are not Uber customers. They're not Lyft customers. They are people looking for transportation. They're people looking for livery. You got to go out there and make this money. So if you're not out there making it, I put that shit on you. You got to go to a W-2. When you're away from your W-2, go out and contract. The apps are a demotion. That's a demotion. That's when you putting yourself down to their level of pay of what they're saying, what they think you worth. Like I said, I did that one ride on Lyft yesterday, and I think I made like $80 yesterday on Lyft, something like that, like $80. And I'll show you guys what I did yesterday. May the 31st. It was this ride right here. So it was $63.52. I don't know if you can see it. $63.52 for 13 minutes, 0.47 of a mile, not even a half mile, 0.47. I just went around the corner. That's it right there. I went around the corner for $63.52. Now, I was 3.6 miles away from them to get to them, and then I took them 0.47 of a mile. So I tell people, no, this is not delivery. These are real rides. These are actual rides. I don't do deliveries. I do not do deliveries. No. Because if it's a delivery, it's got to be Chinese food. That's it. I'll deliver Chinese food, but I'm not doing no food deliveries. It's not enough money involved. Thank you, my brother Jose. Thank you for the super chat. You breaking it down to him greatly. People don't realize this is an economic channel. It's teaching you how to be a great business owner. Continue to cook, bro. Thank you, man. You get it, Jose, man. You get it. You get it. And I tell folks, man, I'm an accountant. I help rich people stay rich. Rich people don't hire accountants so we can make them more broke. They say, I need somebody who understands finance, money, organization, laws. I need somebody to help me trap all of this money I got. I got too much. Now, when Sam Bankman-Fried did that stuff with FTC or whatever, FTX, the first thing they asked was, where's your accounting department? What did Sam Bankman-Fried say? Oh, we don't have an accounting department. We just make up the numbers as we go along. That's what took FTX down. They didn't have an accounting department. They had nobody in the building that did accounting. It was a bunch of computer nerds just making up numbers as they went. The first thing they asked them in Congress, who are your accountants? Where are your auditing firm? Oh, we don't have an accounting office. We don't have an accounting department. We don't hire an accountant. What? Every successful business has an accounting department. I have an accounting degree taught by Coach Cannonworth at Kirkwood High School, taught by, Miss Debbie Reynolds, Miss Connie, I'm thinking Debbie Reynolds, Vegas, Connie Reynolds. So I was brought into the world of accounting by Coach Cannonworth and Miss Connie Reynolds at Kirkwood High School. It was all about learning business, learning money, being efficient, being frugal, being effective. Kind of like being like an Elon Musk. Trapping all your efficiency and seeing how you can make money. So y'all gotta understand, I don't have a W-2. I don't have a job. I am the job. Every day I wake up, I'm the job. So when I go out into the real world, I look at today, Jeff, you have 24 hours to produce $1,000. That's really what I think about. Because if I got 24 hours, 20 of those hours, I can make $50 an hour. At least 20 of them, that's $1,000 a day. I gotta make $1,000 a day. And some days I do, some days I don't. Some days I make zero. Some days I make 150. Some days I make 80. Some days I make 400. Some days I make 500. But every day, my goal is $1,000 a day. That's my goal. I'll never get it on YouTube, and that's cool. But I can give y'all the game to help y'all get it, though. See, Jose, appreciate you, brother, because you get it, man. Appreciate you, brother. And I'm one of those people that believes in releasing and freeing up some of this information, because if I can help you guys be more self-sufficient, be more the thought process of an accountant trapped in my body, the thought process of an accountant trapped in my body, but giving you guys that information that helped keep rich people rich. For all my career at the W-2, I help keep rich people rich. So how come I can't do it? How I can make $50 an hour, because sometimes I make $200 an hour. I make $400 an hour. So if I make $400 in 1 hour, I have 19 more hours to make $600. If I do 2 hours and I make $800, I got 18 more hours to make $200. So your goal is to maximize how much you can make in those hours. Not, like I said, you will never see me do what a lot of these channels do. Watch me go out here and take 100% AR every ride and to show you every ride I take. That's idiotic shit. That's not real. It's not real. I'm telling you, go out there, talk to bars, talk to restaurants, market yourself as you're driving around anyways. Because if you can do every single day, if you can get 10 people a day to give you $5 every day, that's $50 a day you're making, helping them make money. And if you got to deal with them to make residual income off of what you're helping them make, now you can turn that $50 into $500 in 1 day. So now you making $500 in 1 day, you only have to make another $500 somehow. If you're already making $200-300 doing rideshare, you only got another $200-300 to make any other way. Because you got the 5, the 2, 3. Now you got to come up with another 2, 3. It's easy to do. Easy to do. So who are your $400 customers and how do you get more? Is there something you could add? Oh yeah, Brian, I got a ton of videos on my channel. I got a cash rides playlist on my channel, because I tell people like this. If you go to my cash rides playlist on my YouTube channel, I got over 1,400 videos on this channel. That cash ride playlist is everything over the past 2-3 years of me developing what I am today. So it's got beginners, intermediate, expert, all in that Cash Ride playlist. Complete logic, everything you want to know. Because I can't tell you everything on this live stream. It's not enough time. But those videos, those are books. Those are books, financial books, information. And if somebody says, well, I ain't got time to listen to that, then you ain't got time to make money. You can go to college for 4 years, or you can watch a video for 1 hour. Take your pick. You got 4 years of college, or you got 1 hour for one video. Take your pick. Because I've dropped all the content for everybody, and I leave it on my channel. I don't hide videos. I don't take them. I leave it all there for everybody. All the logic is there. How I made money is there. Me showing. Remember the first time I ever showed my bank account, because I was running about $3,000-$4,000 was in my bank. That was it, $3-4 grand. It was all I had, 3-4 G's. And I showed it. I said I got $3,000-$4,000 in the bank. I was happy because I was just starting out to understand true contracting. I didn't even have the Beamer yet. I think I still had the Jeep. I had 3-4 grand in the bank. When I hit 10 G's, I showed everybody 10 G's on December the 31st one year. I said I got 10 G's. I've had up to 26 grand in this account, up to 26. That's not counting the cash I got. So I'm sitting well over 40 grand. I started with $3,000 with no savings. 3 G's, no savings is what I started with. All those Cash Ride videos, all the videos on the ride-alongs, all of this logic on this channel. This has been game, and if you've been following this game, you should be better off now than what you were, because I'm better off now than what I was, and I'm the one telling you how to do it. Everything is steps, everything stages and moves. For the people that don't want to make the money, they don't want to make the moves, that's cool. That's cool. That ain't got shit to do with me. That's cool. But don't come to me saying, hey, man, I can't remember, man. How do you... I dropped the content. I've dropped the content. Thank you, Mark. He said, hey, man, you could be the best man at my wedding. He said, I remember all that. And I tell folks, man, and I always said in my videos, be careful for who you listen to in these YouTube streets, because you're going to end up in the same boat they're in, and you may not want to be in that boat. I've only dropped content, and I've only dropped information and knowledge that would help you and push you. I drop my truth. And I'll let you develop and watch my truth on YouTube. And I've seen people build their own client bases. I've seen people do less app rides, more of their own rides. I've seen people go from making $14, $15 an hour going, man, I can't believe I'm making 20 bucks an hour, bro. Yeah. Remember all these channels? Man, I'm making 20 bucks an hour. Yeah. And I go, bro, we making $400 an hour. What are you talking about? We're contractors. We're independent contractors. See, those people are agents of the apps. When you got people sitting on the internet going 20 bucks an hour, bro, that's an employee wage. You can get that at a W-2. Why are you beating your car for $20 an hour? Why are you putting all that gas in your car, all that wear and tear on your shit for $20 an hour? Man, I can't believe I'm making $20 an hour, $25 an hour. This is crazy, bro. No, it's not. It is crazy, actually. It's crazy that you think that shit's good. Get it up there, man. Get it up there. 50, 60 an hour is what you should be running as a business. $50 to $60 an hour is a great amount to say, this is what I do for business. 50, 60 an hour. 8-hour day, $400, I'm good. 4-hour day, $200, I'm good. I made 200 in 4 hours, I'm good. Y'all see on my apps, I work 8 hours, make $400 or $500 in 8 hours. And that's all week, because I don't run these apps. I don't do it. I just don't run these apps. See, I'm not a driver. I have a friend that's a driver. He's getting screwed every time he turns around. I'm thinking about starting something so I can screw him too. That's funny shit. He's taking them pigeon trips, man. He's taking them pigeon trips. And I'm telling folks, man, if people out there aren't realizing the money that's in our community, the money that's in our street, because Uber has opened the eyes of everybody. Uber has shown us what people are willing to pay for transportation. It's not a bus. That's not a taxi. They're paying this for you. They're paying this for you in your car with your service, showing up, doing the miles. They're paying this for you. And what is Uber doing? Thanks for the $60, we'll give the driver 20. Thanks for the $80, we'll give the driver 32. Thanks for the $146, we'll give the driver 90. This what Uber is showing everybody, that you guys are worth so much more. But you're not going to get your worth unless you go out in the street and get your worth. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm running $100, $200 an hour, I'm cool. Like I said, I was doing rides the other day. Let me see if I can, hold up for a second. Let me see if I can go in here and find, oh, well, shit, I forgot I did that one for cash too. But my people called. They was like, hey, Jeff, we'll be flying in from LA. We'll be landing about 3:30. I said, okay, cool, no problem. Gets me an hour. I get the truck all cleaned up. I throw on some slacks and everything, a nice shirt and all that shit. I'm like, all right, this will be this is my $70 trip. This is my $70 trip. I usually do a $70 trip that Uber probably pays $18 for. Uber and Lyft pay $18. Uber Black would probably pay me $31 for it because it's like about 15 miles. They'll give me about $2 a mile. I charge $70. $70's fair. That's probably what they will pay Uber or Lyft. I don't know because I don't check. $70 is fair. It's my normal trip. We get in the car, we driving. Hey Jeff, guess what? By the way, we got a little rendezvous. My wife, she's got the eyelash appointment. We got to drop her off, and she's got to get her lashes taken off and redone or whatever. So can you drop her off? Take me to the airport up here because I left my car at the airport up there, and then get my grandma and get my mom and the kid over to the house real quick. And I'm like, cool, no problem. That $70 trip turned into a $200 trip that quick. From 70 to, and it took me maybe 40 minutes total. Maybe 40 minutes total. Went from 70 to 200 like that. That's contracting. And they were happy with it because they know if they would have got an Uber driver, guess what? The Uber driver would have been pissed off. Oh man, if you got to keep adding stops, if you got to keep having me stop here, I'm only getting $4 more. I'm only getting $2 more. I'm only getting $6 more for all these stops. And the app is making bank. App's like, oh yeah, you can add that stop for $16.99 and they'll give the driver $3. Oh, you can add that stop for $14.99. They'll give the driver $2. Me, I'm a contractor. What do you want to do? I want to go here. Oh, cool, no problem. All right. What are we looking at? 200 bucks. Oh, that's fair. That's because I let people do what they want to do. I make them feel comfortable. Last night with my 220, we were getting ready to get on the highway. She left a jacket in the car. The friend they split. So I had to U-turn and go back like another mile. So I U-turn, went back, took the jacket back. That's why I make the money I make. Because I'm not a driver that's going to be irritated at my riders. We got to turn around. We got to do something. Let's go. Because I'm getting paid for it anyway. So what do I care? I'm getting paid. You're not skimping me. I'm not a bus. My people are paying me well because they know when you're in my car, I'm taking care of what you need taken care of. You got to stop at Quick Trip. You want to get something to drink. You got to go to a liquor store. You got to pee. What you got to do? That's what you're paying for. If you don't want that type of service, then take an Uber and you got to deal with a driver that's cussing you out. I can't stop at Quick Trip. I'm only getting an extra $1. You only got 3 minutes and you got to shit in 3 minutes. So I'm sitting there like, man, that's crazy. You get a private driver. Guess what? Take your time. Do what you want. It's totally fine. It's cool. I ain't doing all the rides today anyway. This is a $220 ride. What am I rushing for? To go drive on Uber and get $7? To go drive on Lyft and get $13? I'm on a $200 ride right now. Take your time. Take your time. I got time. I ain't doing shit but kicking back anyways. Listen to Kendrick Lamar. Take your time. How much do I spend on business cards in a week? I buy business cards maybe once every 6 months for like $50. That's it. And see, if you go to my my membership group, in my membership group, I tell you ways you can get around stuff without even having business cards. I do it all the time. You can use business cards, and that's a great way to introduce somebody to your business. They can take a picture of it. They can use it and everything like that. But there's a way you can get very proactive with doing business without even using a business card. And I talk about that on this, man, this channel is very, very inclusive. It's like taking a cumulative final exam. It's so much information on this channel. And people will find me once. And a lot of people will find a video once and they'll go, oh man, you guys should I don't think, you're not a smart driver because you guys don't know what you're doing. I'm like, bro, you see one video. There's 1,400 other videos standing behind you. You don't see one video. You have no idea what we're doing over here. None. And that's why I tell people, read the room, walk into this channel, read the room, understand what we're doing. We're contractors. We do contract with the apps. We're independent contractors on Uber and Lyft. We're not Uber and Lyft drivers. We're contractors. Uber and Lyft calls us customers of their platform. We pay them a fee to drive on their platform. The fee to drive on their platform is about 100% tax rate of what we get paid. If they pay me $10, then I'm paying them $10 to get that $10. That's how it works out. The rider pays $20. I get 10, Uber gets 10. But Uber puts on my 1099 that I got $20. But I'm taxed at 100% tax rate. So instead of $20, I only got $10. They're taxing me that heavy. So if I don't want to be taxed at 100% tax rate, I just keep my money. Just don't deal with the platform. Because If I do a $50 ride, Uber's going to take about $50. So they're going to charge the person $100. I'm going to get 50. Uber's getting 50. It's 100% tax rate. So when people say that they're Uber drivers, no, we're Uber customers. We pay Uber a fee just to get people to ride on that platform. If I don't want to pay the fees, guess what? Ride with me. Instead of you giving 100 to Uber, you can give me like 80 or just give me the whole 100. I don't care. I can get a lot of times, my rates, what my people pay me is way more than what Uber Lyft would even charge them. Way more. But I don't tell them to pay me that. I take my guy, one of my favorite clients ever, Jeff. This dude is aces, man. Crypto face. This dude is aces. When I tell you this guy is like the unicorn client that everybody wish they could have, this guy, he will say, Jeff, I need to go to the airport tomorrow at this time. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. He lives about 4 or 5 miles from the airport. He'd be like, $100. I never said a price with this guy. I've never said a price with him ever. I have never told him a price. $100. Here's 120. Here's 130. All the time. I never tell him a price. Uber and Lyft would probably be like, hey, we can get you a driver for like, $60. We can get you an Uber black driver for $60. So he'll pay Uber 60. The driver will get 25 for driving 5 miles. The driver be like, ooh, I got $5 a mile, bro. I just picked up somebody and took them 5 miles to the airport for $25. I get 100 for that ride because he pays me straight up. So I'm getting $20 a mile for these rides. And he's like, I do this to make sure you sustain your business. I know you're going to need a serpentine belt. I know you're going to need cam phasers. That's a $2,100 job. I know you're going to need, transmission clutch packs one day. I know these people pay to keep us in business. All of this money sits somewhere. I don't club. I don't kick it. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. This money goes bank, and I'm waiting till something breaks. Because the moment something breaks, guess what? Hey, I need a part. I mean, you can look in my eBay playlist. It ain't nothing but parts on there. I'll show you what my next parts are. These right here. I'll show you. Let me go to my eBay watch lists. Let me go. Where are these things at? I know they're in there somewhere. Well, first I got the Cam 2 holding engine set. This right here. These are my Cam 2. These align your cams. You can't hardly see it, but this too aligns your cams when you're taking your cams off so you can replace your cam phasers. So I got that, and then the actual cam phasers themselves are like this. These are actual cam phasers. So it's $2,100 to replace those, but they're made for, you got the intake side and you got the exhaust side. This is the intake side here. And the intake side is $78 just for that little bitty sprocket, $78. The exhaust side is somewhere in here. I don't know where the exhaust side is, but it's probably about the same price. But it's $2,100 to replace those. I can do it by myself, but it's going to take me some days off work. So I'm not going to make money for days replacing my cam phasers. So we have customers. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate the super chat, brother. And we got customers that know that I'm going to be out for days, not making money, not making a dime, losing money, sending my clients to other people so they can make money. Like the other day, my man King James, he actually, because y'all know I do business with other people too. So I'm doing business with some of my other clients. I got these trucks here. I got a lot going on. I can only drive one car at a time. My clients know that. So my clients pay my drivers. So I call my own driver. I call King James. I say, hey, King James, hey, man, about 2-3 hours, can you do me a favor? Can you come pick me up from my house in about 2-3 hours? I got to go pick up a client's truck. The client's going to pay you. Now, Uber would probably pay King James for the distance from my house to their house, probably about $9. My client paid him $30, gave him $30. And King James was so cool. He gave me $5. I said, why you give me $5? He's like, man, because you helped me get the ride. No, don't give me money. My client is covering you because you're helping me he could get a tow truck to my house and that tow truck's going to run him about $160. Or I can go pick the truck up and he gives you $30. Don't give me $5 back. But King James gave me $5. I'm like, no, bro. And then it's a round trip. So when I finish the truck, I drop the truck off and I call King James. I said, man, tomorrow I got to drop the truck off at 12:30. Can you meet me at his house at 12:30? I'll get you his address. Okay, no problem. Client paid him $30 again. So he got $60 instead of getting like $18. Because I do business with other people and I use drivers in what I need done. People have to take me places and I got to pay drivers to go pick up cars because I don't want to call Uber, Lyft, or Waymo. So I just call a driver. My man, Derek, I'm sitting there ripping and running, taking my client somewhere. One of my clients, Ray, hit me up and he was like, hey man, I got these 2 girls here. They need a ride. I'm like, okay. He said, where to? He said, I don't know, like 51 and something. I'm thinking 51 is right up the highway from the airport. I said, okay, like $35 is cool. I said, but I got to go somewhere. Can they wait till I'm done? And he was like, well, I think they want to go now. So I called Derek. Derek, are you busy right now? I got some girls who need to be transported right now. Gave him the number. He was like, man, they got to go way up to like 51 in like Union Hills or somewhere. I was like, oh shit, that's a lot farther than I thought. So he told him $50, which is fair. $50 is fair, but they didn't want to pay it. So I was like, So I guess he didn't take them. But it's the simple fact that sometimes my clients are hitting me up so fast, I start calling other drivers. And most of the time they're just hanging at the airport, or they're just dropping. Like King James was dropping off a client the other day that I was calling him. He was dropping a client, so I couldn't reach him, which is how I ended up calling Derek. And he was like, hey, Jeff, you call me? I said, yeah. I said, Derek's going to do it, man. He's all, no problem. But this is what we do. We do business together. I contract with other contractors to do business with me because my clients are paying other drivers to help me help them. This is just business. It's all business. And we pay way better than what Uber and Lyft would pay you. If you're working with me, you're doing a transaction with me, I'm paying you way better I'm paying you 3x what the Apple pay you. And people say, but Jeff, that's not a black SUV. It don't gotta be. You were there for me when I needed you there. I don't care if Uber's gonna pay me because I got a sedan. It's only a $9 ride in a sedan. I don't care. To me, you black SUV. I don't care if you're in a sedan or not. That don't bother me. I just need you to come pick me up. My clients covering you. They're gonna pay you the same rate they would pay me if it was black SUV. They don't care. And that's how my drivers are treated and my team is treated when we're all helping each other out. That's what we do. So, and that was a huge section 2 right there, but that was actually team building. So that was part of section 3 because I got team building driver network. So I was actually covering section 3 without knowing I was covering section 3. 11, baby, the universe aligns sometimes. I was ready to jump to my section 3 to tell you guys about team building drivers networks for local transport and stuff like that. And I just talked about it without even realizing it. That's how in tune with the universe we can be sometimes, man. Shit happens exactly how it's supposed to happen. So actually it's 57 minutes and I covered Contractor's Corner without even knowing I was about to try to cover that topic in 2-3 minutes. And I did it already. Works out, man. It works out. I appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, I don't want to make these videos, the Contractor's Corners, way too long because it's a lot of information packed into 1 hour. So you guys got to get out there, talk to the restaurants. You're looking for subscription revenue, sponsorship revenue, affiliate revenue, at least in the tune of anywhere between $5 a day, $10 a day. Multiply that times 5 or 10 people, you're up to $100 a day in affiliate revenue or sponsorship revenue, and you're doing things to help out in your community. You need to do volume for now. So if you're charging somebody $10 a day to do advertising for them, go to a barbershop. Hey, bro, give me $10. Give me a ton of flyers. Give me a ton of pamphlets. I'm in neighborhoods all day. Give me $10. I'm going to go drop all these flyers off in these neighborhoods. I'm going to do parking lots and stuff like that for you while I'm out. $10. If he's getting a return on those because you're really doing the work and he's getting a return at his barbershop, hey, man, I got one of your barbershop things on my car. Hey, can you fade up little kids, man? Y'all can fade up little kids. Oh, cool. What's your rates looking like? And now that barbershop says, dude, paying him $10? This shit works out. $10 and he just advertise every day. He goes out and he canvasses a different neighborhood for me for like $10. This shit's cool. And now he might say, dude, I'll actually increase it. If you do more canvassing instead of just the few little pamphlets I'm giving you, how about I double it? And we do $20 a day. And while you out making money doing rideshare and your private clients, you canvas for me too. You do that, that's $200 in rideshare revenue. Plus you got 10 clients paying you $20 is another $200. You're already at $400 a day. And that's all week, $400 a day for 7 days. That's what, $2,800 a week or something like that. So you're at $400 a day, 7 days a week. Only $200 is rideshare. $200 is your advertising, sponsoring from business and stuff like that. And you ain't even doing full-time hours. You're doing this while you're out anyways. And if it works out even better, you're going to start coming close to that $1,000 a day. You're going to hit that $1,000 a day before you know it. And it's not all going to be ride share. It's going to be ride share. It's going to be private rides. It's going to be you doing affiliate and sponsorship revenues. It's going to be you being an independent contractor out there maximizing your hours for everything you can maximize them for. Because if you're not maximizing your hours, somebody like Uber and Lyft is selling your data, and they're maximizing your hours out there by selling everywhere you've been, tracking everything, every person you picked up, where they come from, this and that. And you don't want to be that mule for data. You don't want to go out there, get this money on your own. Man, I appreciate you guys for rocking with us. 1 hour, strict one. This is the first time I'm in the live stream in 1 hour. But this is Contractor's Corner. This will be available on replay. Thank you guys. My man Greg. I'm going to go back to the super chats. Appreciate you, Jose. Thank you so much. Breaking it down to him greatly. Thank you. You guys are basically sponsoring this chat. You guys are basically the sponsors of the barbecue for this chat, man. My brother Greg, appreciate you, man. Thank you guys so much, man. And I'm one of those people that really believe that. Wait a minute, go here. I think I did that one. Okay, that was that one. Then Greg, okay, cool. Then Greg also hit me with a $19.99. So I appreciate you, Greg. Thank you, brother. Much love and respect on that. But you guys, man, thank you for believing in the barbecue. Even though I know that I should be out in the streets with y'all, making money with y'all, I need to stop sometimes. And I need to come and we need to have this business meeting right here at Contractor's Corner at least once, twice, maybe 3 times a week. I want to do this about 3-4 days a week, man. 1 hour, 3 days a week, dropping a live stream. Appreciate y'all guys. Much love, much respect. Let's go out here and get this business. If you need me, you know the email address is always in the description below. If you want to sponsor any of the content, you want to, get on a live stream and we rock a live stream together or something like that to help promote something you're doing, email me, holla at me. This is Contractor's Corner, and we here for contractors. We're here to win it. We leaving these pigeons in the dust. 2025 in this summer, we all making money. I can help you make $400 per day, every day, and I guarantee Uber and Lyft can't make that promise to you like I can. We gonna go out and make this money. So let's go out there and let's get it, y'all. Mic Drop Barbecue, Contractor's Corner. If you saw this on J Watch TV, understand what we are and who we do. Come over to the other side. Let's